Aharya Brahmano Viduhu Ratri Yuga Sahasrantam Teho Ratra Vido Jana. Night of Brahmaji also is same duration. So the creation goes into unmanifest state for this much time. When pralaya happens, you learn in the 8th chapter different types of pralaya. This is the pralaya which happens at the end of the kalpa. So every time Brahmaji goes to sleep, the whole creation dissolves, goes into unmanifest state. Again the creation comes back after that much time, and again cycle starts. So one important factor to know is, in our culture, we always believe time is a cyclical concept. It's not a series. It's not a linear concept. It is cyclical. Past, present and future, but in cycle. And also that creation is beginningless and endless. So there is no one particular time where creation has begun. Because the Supreme Lord is, there is no beginning and the end to the Lord, and the Lord is appearing as this whole creation. So it is only from unmanifest to manifest is creation. From manifest to unmanifest is dissolution. Those who know this, here it is said, they are the knowers of day and night. Teho Ratra Vido Jana. Meaning those who understand day and night, or those who understand creation as manifest and unmanifest. There is nothing new that gets created. Creation is not a production, it is appearance. So it comes into manifestation in this time, comes most time. This is one cycle of creation. So how does the creation come about? It comes about as an appearance of the Lord in this cycle. Manifest and manifest, manifest and manifest. And it will go on. The purpose of knowing this is what? How long will I as a jiva continue to come and go? How many lives, how many births? There is my true nature is Brahman. Not knowing that my true nature is that Brahman which is beyond creation, I am unnecessarily identifying with one body, one jiva, and considering myself as a limited entity. And now I am a small creature going round and round in this creation. So that is the essential meaning of this, the purpose of knowing this. Avyakta Vyaktaya Sarvaha Prabhavanti Aharagame. So that's why it is. The creation comes from Avyakta to Vyakta, unmanifest to manifest. Ratriyagame Praliyante Tatraiva Vyakta Samnati. In the night it becomes unmanifest. So that is what is called as the sleep. Bhutagramasa evayam bhutva bhutva praliyate. Again and again and again, we are born, we die. Again we are born, again we die. So he says, Ratyagame avasha partha prabhavati aharagame. We are compelled by our vasanas to take form, again go back into unmanifest. So by our own vasanas, our own karma, we are pushed to take birth and to die, again to take birth. This helpless pushing around by karma is what is indicated here, that why are we so helpless? Because of our own karma and our own false identification, because our nature is Brahman. So he says, Paras tasmatu bhavanyat avyakto vyaktat sanatana. Para means supreme reality is beyond manifest and unmanifest, both. Manifest is the creation state, unmanifest is the dormant state. He says the supreme reality is other than this. Meaning being Brahman, pure consciousness, there is no creation. In me, the waker. As a waker, there is no dream. If I identify myself as a dreamer, then yes, I become the dreamer who is the creator. And the whole dream world comes out of me, that is the manifestation. Then the dream again goes back into me as a dreamer. Again it comes back. This goes on happening. But I, the waker, I am lying unaffected. Psychology tells us what? Every person dreams in the night, many, many dreams. What is the longest duration of a dream? It looks, very long dream. 2 minutes, 4 minutes, not more than that. Only that much it is. From the waker's standpoint, it is only 2 minutes, 4 minutes. From the dreamer's standpoint, dream character standpoint, it is very long. So relativity of time also is shown by these verses. And also it is to be understood that my nature is actually changeless Brahman. That's why it is beyond manifest and unmanifest both. Because I am seeing the creation, then I am asking from where this creation came. So then we say, okay, the creation came from that creator. And how long this creation is there? How is it happening? All those questions. So one explanation is given, this many number of years, then it goes to unmanifest, and again it comes back. And the karma is that which is driving it. There is no escape from that karma. So helplessly one will be born again. This is one level of understanding. But the higher level of understanding is my true nature. Parastasmatu bhavovyat avyakto vyaktat sanatana. It is eternal. It is changeless, immutable. There is no creation in that level. And where is that state? Not somewhere out there. Yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. That changeless consciousness is in my own heart, in the heart of each and every being. Sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Even though this body, mind, intellect will perish, that reality doesn't perish. That changeless consciousness remains unaffected. The movie begins, the movie goes on, the movie ends. The screen doesn't get affected at all. The dream begins, the dream is there, the dream ends, waker remains untouched. That changeless infinite consciousness, that is my true nature, which is the nature of all the beings, is what this shloka is saying. Yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati. Even in that which is perishable, this truth is imperishable. Yasa sarveshu bhuteshu nasyatsu na vinashyati. Avyaktoksara ityuktaha tamaho paramagatim. That state of changeless consciousness right now we are not experiencing, so it is avyakta for us. We don't even know the existence of that state. Though it is my nature even right now. Just think about it. In me, is there not a changeless presence which watches all the changes? Generally, our mind's attention is not on that aspect. The mind's attention is always on the changing aspect. So it is avyakta to me right now. So it is avyakta akshara ityuktaha tamahu paramagati. But that is the supreme state. Changeless Brahman, changeless consciousness. Yam prapya na nivartante tadhama paramahama. Having experienced that state, a person never comes back to the realm of ignorance. Na nivartante. Will not come back, will not think of oneself as a changing entity anymore. Having experienced through the whole process of meditation, contemplation, etc., when one has established that yes, I am that, the goal of life is achieved. After that, no more one will feel I am the jiva, I am limited, I am bound. One is free for all times. One is free forever. Happy forever. So that is the state. So 8 chapters, 17 to 21, these are the verses and this is the essence of that.
Swamiji, then how does this lead to verse 4 of chapter 9? Because that's what confused.
The same thing. Verse 4 of chapter 9 is when it is saying that when it says that Maya katamidam sarvam jagat avyakta murtina. The same word is used there, no? I pervade this whole universe in my unmanifest form. That time the same explanation we gave. That it is unmanifest, why? Because right now our attention is on the change. Like the curd, what is that? The butter. No, not butter, ghee. That ghee is unmanifest in the milk. Where is the ghee, if you ask? It's all pervasive. It's not in one part of the milk. Ghee is everywhere in the milk. But I am not seeing that milk, I am not seeing that ghee, because the focus is not on that. Example, there is a limitation. So I have to do a sadhana there. Then that ghee will manifest. Same thing.
But what is the meaning of I do not dwell in them? If you're saying it's in every one of us, then what is the meaning?
So there are two different levels in that now. One is it is unmanifest to all of us right now because I'm identified with the BMI, so I don't know that. That is level one. What is the relationship of the truth with the BMI? That is level 2. The relationship of the truth with the BMI is not a relationship of cause and effect. The relationship is of superimposition and substratum. So cause and effect means the mud has modified to become the pot. Mud is the cause, pot is the effect. Consciousness is not modified to become the BMI. The relationship is of the rope and the snake, substratum and superimposition. So the rope is appearing as the snake. Consciousness, which is changeless, is appearing to me as changing BMI. So it is said that they are in me, I am not in them. The rope can say the snake is in me, I am not in the snake. Means the snake is an illusion. If you are seeing it, then okay, of course the snake is appearance of the rope only. So the snake is in the rope. The snake is not coming from somewhere else, it is in the rope only. So if I am seeing the creation, if I am seeing the BMI, from where it came? Consciousness only is the cause for it. But it is not a cause in that sense that it modifies to become this. It is an appearance. The snake is appearing. The rope itself is appearing as the snake. It has not produced the snake, it has not modified as the snake. Hence the rope can say, the snake is in me, but I am not in the snake. Meaning I am untouched by the snake, unaffected by the snake. So the Lord is in the hearts of all as the consciousness, but nothing of the BMI will affect the Lord. Like the movie screen, nothing of the movie will affect the movie screen. So that means the waker remains untouched. The dreamer can go through anything. There the example has a limitation because sometimes you may say that you have a horrible dream and then you wake up from the dream and you are still sweating and panting. That is the example's limitation. Nowhere you will see that the rope has become little poisonous because of that snake. Nowhere you will see that the water has wet the sand in the mirage.
And the next verse is Yogesh.
So Maya tatamidam sarvam jagadavyakta murtina marstani sarvabhutani nachaham keshvapasthita. Nacha marstani bhutani. The third level. So when a person lives in this attitude that my nature is that pure consciousness, nothing affects me. I try to establish myself as that changeless pure consciousness. When I experience that state of changeless consciousness, then the third level happens. Where he says, Nachamasthani Bhutani, there are no beings in me. Because in the higher state, there is no creation at all. When a person has woken up from the dream, where is the dream? There is no dream. When you see the rope, where is the snake? So the rope says, there is no snake in me. All the while, that was only real. There was no snake at all. But if you and I see the snake, then from where it came? So we say, okay, it came from the rope. And because I am seeing the snake, I am not seeing the rope, so we say rope is unmanifest. So these are levels in evolution. At first level, I am attached to the creation, so we say Bhagavan has become unmanifest. At least that makes me think, oh, there is some truth, which right now I am not experiencing, but it is there. Cause. Then, what is that truth? The nature of that truth is, it is a substratum. When I do the sadhana that this is an illusion, substratum is real, then I experience that substratum. When I experience that substratum, illusion is not there. I realize it was never there. So those are the three levels. And that's what he says, Bhuta Brin Nacha Bhutastaha Mamatma Bhuta Bhavanaha. That at one level I am supporting all the beings, Bhuta Brin. But at a higher level, Nacha Bhutastaha. None of the beings are in me because they don't exist separate. There is only one changeless consciousness. All the waves are nothing but one ocean only. So the ocean says all the waves are supported by me. But at the same time, one says that all is water. When you see water, then there is no distinction. Small wave, big wave, foam, bubble, lather, nothing. So, Mamatma Bhuta Bhavana. I am the essential nature of all the beings. So that's the thought.
So obviously when a person is on the last stage of life, practically goes in gasping, that time, instead of rushing to the hospital, should we put uh, Tulsi and Ganga Jal in the mouth and start chanting Om or some mantra so that he gets liberated?
So you do that and take to the hospital, both. Because, no, I'm telling you, because sometimes we don't know that it's a possibility of the person being able to live further. Now, the doctor may be able to revive or do anything. We don't know. So anyway, give Tulsi and Ganga, nothing wrong. But take to the hospital. Unless you are very sure that there is nothing else that can be done at all. But nobody should then later on raise an objection that you didn't do enough to save the person. So best do it.
Swamiji, also 14th verse of chapter 9, can you explain the Adhyatmic meaning?
14th verse of chapter. Satatam Kirtayanto Mam Vitantascha Vidavrataha Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya Nityayukta Upasate. This is very simple. Satatam Kirtayanta, the one who constantly singing the glories of the Lord. With the speech, remember the Lord. Yatantascha Vidavrataha, and with firm determination, they are striving to unite with the Lord at all the levels of their personality. Namasyantascha Mam Bhaktya. So at the body level, they do surrender, they do namaskar. And at the emotion level, there is bhakti. At the speech level, they are talking about the Lord, singing the glory of the Lord. And Nitya Yukta, at the intellectual level, they are striving to know what is my nature with the Lord, what is my relationship with the Lord. So at all the levels, speech, body, mind, intellect, with firm determination, they are worshipping me. So some devotees worship like this at all the levels. Some devotees take up one aspect. So with bhakti, they will go on chanting the name of the Lord. Some people will serve the Lord. Through their actions, they will offer it to the Lord. So that's what he says, Jnana Yajna Chapyajna. Some people will do Jnana Yajna through steady contemplation on the true nature of Bhagavan. They will offer their ignorance. That is called Jnana Yajna. Yajanto Mam Upasate Ekatvena Prithatvena Bahudha Vishwato Mukha. So some people worship the Lord in one form as the Ishta Devata. Some people worship the Lord in many different forms. And some people worship the Lord through this whole creation. The whole creation is the Virat Rupa Bhagavad. So there are different ways in which people worship the Lord. That's all. So the 10th chapter of the Gita is called Vibhuti Yoga. So the puja that you did today is a means to make the mind single-pointed, pure, make it have a bhav of surrender. The puja begins with the altar, but it culminates with this whole universe becoming the altar. So the entire universe becomes my altar of worship. And in the 10th chapter, you will see various glories of the Lord, glorious manifestations of the Lord, and how we worship the Lord through this universe. And wherever we see, we only see the divinity. So Bhagavan is going to become our tour guide. So next class we will have a tour of the world. Picture comes from so long back when we were children. There was a movie around the world in 80 days. Some such movie was there. I don't know, 80 days, 100 days, something. Bhagwan is going to take you around not the world, around the creation in one chapter. So, you want to take the tour? Come in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Shanti Om. A very important announcement. The balance material of the course from from lesson number 21 to 30 is there. Please collect it today itself.